Bauchi State Governor and Chairman of the PDP's Governors Forum, Bala Mohammed, has described governors and party members defecting from the PDP as cowards driven by personal interest. Speaking at the inauguration of the PDP's Media and Publicity Subcommittee for its forthcoming national convention, he accused the ruling APC of plotting to turn Nigeria into a one-party state through intimidation and coercion. Bala said despite the wave of defections, the PDP remains the only true democratic party in the country. He admitted concern over the recent departures of governors and lawmakers, but said defection was a personal choice and reflected weak leadership character. Bala assured party loyalists that he had been working behind the scenes with other leaders to stabilize the party, adding that the defections would have been worse without such interventions. He urged members to stay resilient and fight for the PDP's ideals ahead of the 2027 elections. Meanwhile, Enugu APC caretaker chairman Dr. Ben Nwoye confirmed that Governor Peter Mba's planned defection to the APC will mark a turning point for the Southeast, signaling greater inclusion in national politics. President Bola Tinubu, represented by Governor Mai Mala Buni in Jigawa, also reaffirmed his commitment to sustaining APC's founding power, sharing agreements as over 64,000 defectors joined the ruling party from the opposition camps. What do you make of this development? PDP appears to be crying over the gale of defections. Now, you have Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State joining on Tuesday, and then there are also conversations that Governor Doye Diri of Bayelsa State is set to defect to the APC as well. But Peter Mba's own has been confirmed as of today. What do you make of this development?
Well, you see, the gate of defections, especially from the PDP governors to the APC, is for me looking a little bit just to. I don't want to use harsh words, so you don't stop me. You know, for me, but it's a little bit getting messy, and I don't like that. I don't believe that there is, as a governor, like I've said, you know, there's a certain level you grow in a party, you become a stakeholder. But we will always consider the fact that there are local, realities, around their candidacy. I would have said each time they are doing that, just find out all of these people who are doing that, they do have some godfathers, the other way. Maybe there's the possibility of not having their wills, in coming back for the second term. But the question is, when you said today, also there's a discussion around Doediri. I'll ask, Doediri is doing his second term. What is it that he can't hold on, in his party and build his party? What is that problem?
Probably they usually when governors are done with their second term, they will want to, bring in their own anointed.
That means you didn't do well.
If he feels threatened by opposition party,
you didn't do well. I can tell you something. You didn't do well. In fact, I can tell you that the NDDC MD, from Bayelsa, there was this discussions that are a little bit informal, that have said that the governor is not happy with the NDDC person because the man is bringing development in Obia. Do you understand that? Now, you are the governor of the state. You are the governor of the state. So that means that you are also not doing well. If you are doing well, look, Nigerians.
Because he's not happy that the current NDDC chairman, who is from Bayelsa State,
yes,
the MD is bringing developments to probably his local government in Bayelsa State, correct?
Yeah.
Not happy because he is threatened that might put him in the good books of people and he might want to contest,
of course,
for governorship, and that will affect the chances of his own anointed.
His own anointed. That can only happen. See, I said here one of those days, I said, we must understand that the politics is about campaigns. When I say campaign, that you first became the candidate of the party because you campaigned to become the candidate of the party. Upon being the candidate of the party, you now campaign as the candidate of that party, before primaries. And to win election, today you are governor, right? Now the campaign you need to do in governor is to be creative in your governance. Is to make the people happy. It will exalt their place. If you do that, there is nobody that will come and take away that state from you. Because they know. Let's check. Wike was here in Rivers State as governor. It was difficult to take away. In fact, Wike was governor trying to put another governor, isn't it? That's the first. Wike is the first governor of Rivers State that brought in a successor. Do you know that? No other governor has done that. He was the person. Even when all these people left for other, he still made that impact and brought the person. That's why, because you need to look at his performance. You need to look at whatever he has done. So if you perform, you will bring the people to bear. But if you don't, Bala Mohammed was a governor under ACN. First elected, of course, you know that ACN, AD, APC had undergone several baptism. You know, it looks like they are jumping from one church to the other, like some of you who are in Pentecostal, you answer this, then you answer the other one. So I think that is, but you know that he was there. In 2003, he was the only governor of the ACN. Yet, he did not only succeed, he also brought people, and continually they have been there. Isn't it? That influence went back to the Southwest. So if you're a governor, especially in the Southeast, if you look at Southeast, Anambra, Abga, right? Imo State, what's it called? Imo State, APC. Abia State, Labour Party. Ebonyi State, I think it's PDP, yes. Ebonyi State, PDP. APC, Ebonyi State. Then, in Enugu.
Enugu is about to become APC.
No, Enugu, PDP. I'm just using before now.
Okay.
That means that you all have different parties in that region. So it is the man that is performing that region should go back to. So why are you not lifting your own and losing your own and then taking it back to? There must be something you're not doing well. There must be something you're not doing well. You're not. It is like I said. Don't forget the local reality, because in local reality, maybe the man who brought him. You know, most of these people that I said I grew up having my mother and my auntie who will beat you when you cry home that one of your mates beat you. They will beat you. That in fact is so for us. If you beat us, they will beat you back. And if you are climbing in the back of somebody, riding on the back of somebody to come into government without having any of your own grassroots support, chances are that when that guy is shifting interest, you want to run to another person to go and hold, to go and commit yourself to that place. And is he saying that he didn't win election? That his election was won by influence? And don't forget, he came in as governor from the same party, because you know that party wasn't in the federal government, isn't it? So the man who was there stayed back and then made him the governor. So you can also look at that.
That brings to bear Abia State, for example. When you were talking, Abia State was predominantly a PDP party. First of all,
yes.
You had Ojo Zokalu, who was PDP.
Yes.
And then brought in Theodoji, who was also PDP. And Theodoji brought in Okezie-Ikpeazu, PDP. And then, these years of non-performance onto the point where Abia people became tired.
Yeah.
And in the last 2023 elections, decided to vote for Labour Party. And that is Alex Otti.
Yeah.
Even though that that election was, there were moves to rig that election, but the state rec refused. That was Professor Nenna, and insisted on doing the right thing and announcing Alex Otti as the governor. Now, one would say if PDP performed, Okezie-Ikpeazu, for example, who was the last PDP governor performed, there was no need to attempt to rig the election.
At all.
Like, people would naturally want him to come back. You understand? Now, Alex Otti, however, on the other hand, there has been, parties have been trying to woo him. APC openly has been wooing him. PDP as well has tried to woo him. And Alex Otti has said, point blank, I'm not leaving my party. Now, his confidence is coming from the fact that there is organic love and support for him in Abia State. And he's performing, which has generated that organic love. And he knows that if elections are free and fair in Abia State, he will win by a landslide.
Let me even join you at that. Let me tell you something that you should know. I'm a politician, and I've prided myself to have gone through the classroom of theoretical politics into this very harsh area of practical politics. And I've known You can't rig an election in a place you're not popular. Quote me. It is the most difficult thing to rig an election in a place. You see why that woman had that support, even though why she had that confidence to do that, is because she knows that around there, the army of the people in Abia can pull her out. It is not when you have a minority. There was this time we were in one party, the same party that I was, and then we were fighting wicked, and we had every instrument of power to take over the party, to take over the state. We had all the instrument of power. Even you that wants to write the result, you will know that in this unit we had 100, and you want to give us 2,000. Even you, your conscience will. That's why you see, before you know it will make mistake. But again, where will you bring it out? Where? We brought all of those persons, and in my ward, for instance, we couldn't move the INEC staff. Move them to where? The people are not there with the result too. Go and do your result, but here, move this way. You can't move them now. Because it's difficult, except the people are not ready to do something. And that's why you see, most of this quote unquote opposition who has left these people, who have left the APC now and left the PDP, they are also not going there because they feel they have organic support. They are going there because they feel they can write results. That's the worst. And if you are going to do the same thing you accuse the other person of doing, then it means that you don't have any justification to cry, because it's just that this person did it more than you did. Somebody was crying that in the national convention, that brought in some presidential candidates that they shared money. The question I just asked in that meeting, sir, did you share anyone? He said, no, sir, but he gave me money. So which one is sharing? He said I didn't give up to that. So if you didn't give money, that's the problem I'm having in this politics. If you didn't give at all, then we know you're a saint. Then you can complain. But if you want to rig, but this people are smarter than you because they have more population. You see, Alex Oti, we make a history and he become a hero if he stays in Labour Party and turn the place. Let me tell you, Tinubu, I can say it here, when he was governor, was working, he worked with Jonathan, he worked with Atiku, he worked with them, even as governor of ACN. So it's not a new thing. If you smartly can do it, allow my state to, don't come and touch my state, but here you can go. If you smartly do it. But to now begin to defect, and you know what, when you defect, you become a new person. There's also a look, before the perceived defection of any governor, just know that there were people in the other party that you are going to that wanted to be governor. Don't forget. There were people who had criticized their programs, who wanted to be governor, who are also there. They do have the instrument of the party in there. And so if you are defecting also, you are coming to defect into a divided house. But you see, it's different ball game where, do you see people like Alex Oti? Look at what he said, the PDP are coming to him, the presidency, the APC is coming to him. You know why? Because of his record.
He's like a bride.
He's a bride. Not that you are going there.
Just like Peter Mba. Now, in the case of Peter Mba in Enugu State, Peter Mba has also, Enugu State people have also said Peter Mba is working. Now, in the case of Peter Mba is working. Now, if he has good records and he's on the good books of his people, what was the need for defection? Now,
let me tell you the difference between working and all of that. There is this, we've not had a politician being president before. This is the first time a politician is president, when he means a politician. Now, when a politician is performing, you understand, he is in touch with the people. You can perform, but the political reality is not there. That's one thing people don't understand. You see, it's not something, it's a dynamics that we need to look at very well. Now, I can be performing, but I have the political will also. Political will, to do what I'm doing. When I talked about Wike, you know that Wike can perform and he also have political will. In fact, Wike was even going outside other states to influence their political, not to talk about his own. You have the political will. There are people who do not know that you can call 1 or 2 meetings, even as governor. That you're also a politician, knowing that you're a governor. That there are some political fakes to your developments. We are all here. Politicians have interests in one thing or the other. Yes, I want to give up this road, but there are also agents or something that I need to. There are altars that I need to service. Let me say it, political altars that I need to service. So if you know that in your political alignment or political will you are not that sophisticated, the performance will become defective politically. So you want to go to the other way. I talked about Bala Mohammed, that he was also in charge politically. Apart from the performance, apart from the thing that he was in charge politically. If you bring, like I said, if you bring Obama and Bill Clinton to Nigeria to lead Nigeria, they will fail here in this country, because all policies and politics speak the language of their host environment. There are languages that so if you understand, if you can blend that your developmental strides and creativity to political will, and political skill, then you are a godfather. Nobody, they won't even talk to you about defecting. No, they won't.
So for you, you're saying that while Peter Mbam might be a performing governor, he may not have the political clout to win an election in his state.
Executive.
So how did he win an election in the first instance?
Oh, but of course, how did he win an election? Somebody brought him now. Somebody had his own political clout. He wrote on the back of somebody. It's like saying sin now. It's like you coming to the university and saying, oh no, how did sin win? You know how he won. It's not like Alex Oti. Alex Oti was minister. He's been campaigning for the governor. He's been running as Alex Oti is a godfather that has become a godson to himself. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
He's a king that has become a king.
He was not brought in by anybody.
He was not brought in. You help people, whether you like it, whether you are the best of them. Of course, you are not going to be in all the units. People must help you. There are people who will donate money. They are donating money because they know your sagacity. They know what you can do. Not because that you are a new fight, that they've just brought from somewhere and made politics. That you may not even know the names of your units and all of that. So that's how this became. That's why when you are coming from that thing, then you stay and allow your godfather to dictate how your political future is. But if you drive your process and then come where all of them now comes together to now vote you, of course you know that there are things that you can literally take over. Look at how many of them have succeeded in it. How many of them have succeeded? The former governor of Edo State, what's his name? Obaseki. Even when Obaseki was going to come for the second turn, it took people from Wike from River State and all of that to go and help him to secure his. Now to get his successor to come in, he couldn't do that now, because the fact that you have been governor for 8 years doesn't mean that you have that political clout or you know what to do. And no wonder that some of us who know what to do, it's difficult to get into office because they know that we know what to do. Because it's not rocket science, it's politics, it's practical politics. There's development politics and there's practical politics to mobilize people into what you want to do. So the man in Enugumba may have all of he came and wrote other. Somebody gave him that. Did you know him before that? Somebody gave him that. All of a sudden he has not built that. He has not built that cloud. No wonder today he has to look for another father.
All right. So now your position, are you, standing by what Bala Mohammed has said, that the defecting PDP governors, their actions are cowardly?
They are cowardly because they are leaders of. People doesn't have a governor. The president,
So
they are stakeholders. Right, they are pillars of their party. That will bring forward.
Now with these defections, how many PDP governors will be left now?
Yes, it's about 3 or 4 or something. I don't know. But
don't forget that Doediri is also on his way out.
On his going.
So that
Sim may also go.
Governor Sim Fubara has not clearly said he's going to defect.
No, that's why I said may also go. I didn't say he has said so.
Well, for now, let's say River State is still PDP state.
Yes.
So we have River State. We have that of Governor Bala.
We have Adamawa State Governor.
Fintiri.
Because Taraba is going also. So I don't know. We have Adamawa, we have Fintiri, we have Zamfara. Yeah. So, but I said a party came down to one. Let me tell you, PDP was not or cannot be like the ACN. ACN didn't have a national spread. The ACN that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was governor didn't have a national spread as PDP has. PDP has a national spread. You'll be shocked that even in Enugu, there are those in PDP Do you know when the governor of Akwa Ibom State defected? We thought that was the end of the PDP in Akwa Ibom State. That's what we thought. But all of a sudden, that resurrected some support from nowhere. People are coming out that the governor is threatened. He's beginning to do anti-democratic stuff. They begin to do that. No, we didn't call for arrest. They are withdrawing the police of the former governor. That is constitutional and law. And so all of a sudden they're beginning to do something that is anti-democratic. You know why? They didn't believe that, because PDP is one, I've said it, PDP is one party that has not changed its emblem, has not changed name. They've been consistent like the Catholic Church from when they started till today. They have not been from one incorporation, International Ministry Incorporated, or the other one. They've been like a church. So
you feel these defections, despite these defections, PDP is not threatened?
They should be threatened. They should be concerned. They should be concerned, not threatened. Because it has given, let me tell you what PDP has done. In itself, because PDP has stayed for a very long time, it has grown some quote-unquote political purpose, political fathers, you know, who holds the party, who in spite of what you do, you still run back to them. Now, this game of defection to ADC, to APC, and all of that, is not giving certain persons opportunity to come forth. Don't forget that. The way what you think is bad is creating, you will see what will happen in 2027. I'm being frank with you. Now, PDP, I can say it here. President Tinubu Ahmed re-election is sacrosanct. It's done.
But that of the governors.
But that of the governors and
they are very tentative.
senators, yes, and the House of Reps, it may backfire on certain persons. You know, in 2014, when the certain northern governors started palling with the APC to be able to make APC, they didn't understand the bandwagon effect that would carry. Do you understand? No wonder you saw that in APC in 2014, so many of the APC House of Reps and Senate and governors, please pardon me, they were not ready. They didn't even know they were going to win. That was why you saw that the Buhari's government was a little bit like not an agenda-driven thing. Because they were not ready. They didn't know.
They came in on sympathy votes.
They came in on, they wanted just to fight. They knew that they would lose. And so the preparation for so many things, it took Buhari how many months to bring forth ministers, ministerialists, to submit ministerialists? How many months? That's you understand that they were not ready. They don't know that. So what is going to happen in this? All of these people moving out there, they'll be shocked. The kind of things that will be rising from nowhere, and then you know that people are now free.
Fresh blood will now rise from PDP.
You will now know that no, people are no longer interested in. People now wants to do something. There are some persons who love PDP because PDP is easier to sell. You know, the party PDP is easier to sell. You know, so you will be shocked that, let me tell you, after 2023, in practice, you will know that we will have like two political parties, the PDP and the APC. Forget this ADC thing. You will see it.
Why are you confident that ADC will not make an in-route?
No.
After 2027, why are you confident?
99% of the people in ADCs were those who cannot deliver their own local government and units. So what are they talking? Is it about having a name? It's not about having a name now. You have to be practical that these persons, can they deliver in their place? Because you see, on that day, it will no longer be what you said on newspaper. It's no longer going to be on Facebook. It's no longer going to be a Twitter thing. You have to go back to your local government and win now, isn't it? That's the question. If you bring 5 of them, I will tell they won't win in their local government. So how are they going to win? It's not the cumulative of the elections that will come from the unit and the local government, the ward and the local government that will make the national election. See, people don't follow party like people follow people. It is the people that makes the party.
All right. Very well.